International.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. As cuddly as a cactus, you're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're
Hey, Merry Christmas! Ching, ching, jingling, jing, jing, jingling.
Wow, folks, this is Avery and Adam's Christmas Committee,
The podcast.
the only Christmas podcast.
The only one.
We looked it up. It's the only Christmas podcast. There are 3 Easter podcasts.
They suck.
Yeah, they do suck. Yeah, one for each day that Christ was died or dead.
That Christ was died. One for all the times he was in that cave over there. Yeah, I just really want to get out of this cave. It's so musty in here.
Christ was died for your sins.
What is it? Were you guys Catholic? Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. The Gregorian chant.
Oh yeah, I was Catholic as hell.
Me too, bro.
I have.
That's why we do this podcast.
So much of my muscle memory is devoted to Jesus.
to kneeling and standing and kneeling and standing.
Kneeling and standing and just saying the Nicene
Peace be
Creed.
with you and also with you. May we give thanks to the Lord.
Thanks be to God, for He is good.
Nah.
This is the Christmas podcast.
We have a
are
guest.
Highly religious. On
Oh,
this podcast.
yeah. We love Jesus Christ.
Secular Christmas, get lost. We're all about that body and blood.
Fucked.
Get fucked. Get fucked. This is the war on Christmas, and we're waging this war.
Rudolph the red-nosed
We are at
reindeer.
war.
Suck my dick. It's all about
wanna
Jesus
do
in here.
You little reindeer bitch.
We should do Starship Troopers, but for the war on Christmas.
Yeah. I don't understand. I never watched Starship Troopers. I never have. I haven't watched Star Trek either. I just know all the people. Geordie LaForge.
You have to
Jean-Luc
You have
Picard.
to enlist to fight in the war on Christmas.
Data.
To get Candyland.
Was it
citizenship.
Data? Or is that from the John Hughes movie?
Wait, what?
You never seen Star Trek Troopers?
No.
That show
Star
kicks
Trekkers.
fucking ass.
Star Trekkers.
Trekkers.
Super Trekkers. Broken Space Lizard.
We have a guest.
Yeah, we do. This is our bud, Jake Flores.
Jake Flores, host of Pod Damn America.
Hello, Jake.
Oh, Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Merry Christmas, bitch. Welcome back to Texas.
I'm glad to
You
be-
escaped. You escaped February Christmas. You got a old polar vortex up there.
I'm in Texas running away from a blizzard doing a podcast about Christmas. Oh, you can't escape, baby.
No, you
Winter's
can't.
everywhere.
The North Pole tried to give you a little kiss.
Yeah,
You ran
yeah.
away, and guess what?
Winter's all around you,
Hey,
baby.
guess what? We're here.
I get it.
This is gonna be so fun.
I give up. I'm a snowman now. I'm into it.
You're a snowman now, like Jack Frost.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
movie where the dead dad is
Michael
inside the
Keaton,
fucking.
yeah, Michael Keaton is a dead.
It's Ghost
snowman.
Dad, but he's a snowman. He's like, oh, my name's Michael Keaton. I'm a snowman. Later on, I'm going to be in a movie that makes no sense about a bird.
I never saw that movie. I bet
It's
it would-
really okay.
I bet that having a snowman for a dad would lead to a lot of complicated situations.
Yeah.
That you could explore.
Well, you start
comedically.
hugging him, he starts to melt, you know.
yeah.
He gets real heated when he's yelling at you about your grades, starts to melt. Mostly just melting scenarios, I
Okay,
think.
would the first thing you do not be feed that snowman a bowl of soup to try to get him to melt into a person? I feel like that's the
There's a
obvious
man
first
in
move.
there, I know it. And then he's
But it's
just
good that he
gone
didn't-
forever.
But it's good that he didn't because it would have killed him.
Yeah.
He'd have been gone. What if you melt your snowman dad like the first minute you see him?
The worst thing about getting molested by your snowman stepdad is no one believes you.
No one believes you because he's made of snow. Oh, man.
Yeah, they never moved. They refused to move the Joe Paterno ice sculpture.
What does
Yeah,
Frosty
like-
say when he gets his hat on? He
Frosty
goes,
the Snowman only exists because the children believe in him.
yeah, but he
Yeah.
goes, "Happy birthday!"
Talking to himself.
Yeah, That's pretty
That's what,
cute.
when if you were born with a fully functioning brain, you would say "Happy Birthday" as soon as you emerge
Yeah.
from your mother's womb.
It
That's
is my
why
birthday.
You're dumb when you. That's why you're dumb when you get born, because if your mom
That's
was
why you're dumb when you get bored. That's
your
a really
mom-
good thing to say.
if your mom was screaming in pain in labor, pushing you out of her vagina, and then you pop your fully formed adult
like that Will Ferrell
1200
sketch.
SAT score brain out, and you go "Happy Birthday."
Hello, mother. Hello, father.
Yeah, that actually makes sense because Frosty the Snowman, whenever he gets turned back into a snowman, he's aware that he's been in like a stasis, like
Yeah.
Han Solo.
He's
forever.
been in
He knows
purgatory.
He
the
goes,
time
"Happy
has
birthday."
passed.
So he yells, "Happy birthday. I am legally 0 years old right now and cannot be acquitted of sex crimes. So everyone run."
Buddy, run. I'm going to grab
That's why he's
ya.
got the top hat. It's actually a fedora.
he does that so that when he
A
walks,
Fender fedora.
so that like when he walks by men and they are all like attracted to his like curvy, voluptuous frame, he goes,
He has
boys,
3
do clock
circles."
3 sets.
Just 3 balls stacked on top of each other.
He pulls one of the buttons off of his body and he'll go, "Ooh, tempted."
Just one hair pops out. Boing. Wow, look at his manhood. Look at his
Yeah,
frosty
yeah.
manhood.
Yeah, it's the illusion of when you have when he has the.
I thought you were
cold
gonna say the
buttons.
Illuminati.
No, the illusion. Yeah, the snowman
Frosty is a he's
an
a tool of the Illuminati.
It's part of QAnon, man. It goes all the way to the
Oh
top.
man, Frosty, come on, dude.
The top hat that Frosty wears at Bohemian Grove, they all jack off into it. That's how the magic.
Yeah, he's not made of snow. He's actually made of cum.
Frozen cum, slushy cum.
Frosty, though, let's call it Snowman.
That's what I call my cum. Snow.
Frosty the Snowballer.
Oh no, I snowed. I snowed it and I cummed it and I farted and I shitted. Memes. That's fun.
That was.
Do you want to share some
that
Christmas
has been Avery
memories?
Adams' Christmas committee.
Thank you so much. Good night. You guys want to share some Christmas memories?
Absolutely.
I don't have any left.
I don't either.
Jake?
I spent the last Christmas in a frozen squat in Brooklyn with no heat. It's pretty cool. Pretty much slept the whole
sound
day and played Fortnite and watched a documentary called Abducted in Plain Sight. It's pretty much the worst day of my life. Christmas, baby.
Yeah.
Have you seen Abducted in Plain Sight?
I sure
I
have.
have not. No. What is this?
Adam. Oh
this-
my God.
wait.
It's the most twisted thing I've ever seen. it's like every 5 minutes you're like, why?
Whoa.
What?
I mean, that's how I watch Vanderpump Rules, so I bet I would like
no,
this.
This is sick.
It's great. It's about the most
It's-
gullible family of all time.
Yeah, just like country
Oh,
bumpkins.
It's me and other people who are exactly like me.
They're like country bumpkins, but in the Midwest, right?
They're like Mormons or
They're- yeah.
Latter-day Saints. They keep
Yeah.
referring to their church as LDS. It's
Yeah,
Latter-day
that's
Saints,
Latter-day
which is
Saints,
fucking
yeah.
Mormons. These people.
You know how I know they're gullible? Because they're religious. Oh, new rule.
New rule.
New rule. If you're religious, I've got a bridge to sell you.
It's about a family that befriends another family, and the father from the other family is like a sociopath, like psychopath kind of guy, like a pedophile, and he manipulates the family into abducting their daughter twice, and also like does a bunch of fucked up shit with the mom and the dad too.
What?
Yeah, he like fucks the entire family. It's crazy.
Yeah, and he spoilers. Nah.
I don't even want to give
Wow.
away spoilers.
I didn't want to,
there's
'cause
one
it's-
thing that's so good.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
It's like so
Are
crazy.
you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. The fucking thing with the.
Yeah.
This
they-
sounds like
yeah.
a season of Fargo.
Here, I've got a hint for everybody. Ooh.
Okay, all right. That
It's a
doesn't work for me. I
spaceship.
don't know what you're
It's
talking
a spaceship.
about. Oh.
Yeah.
Aliens. Oh, shit.
Just watch it. It's
Just
the worst
watch
thing
it.
I've ever
One of them
seen.
is an alien.
But I watched that
Yes.
in a freezing room in New York this
That is
Christmas.
fucking petrifying.
And it
Jeez,
was-
yeah.
Did you do any sort of celebration at all? Were you
did you,
guys?
like-
Did you say Merry
Did
Christmas?
you get a tree or anything?
No, I haven't left my apartment in like 6 months.
Yeah. But you weren't like, hey, Merry Christmas.
No.
No?
To anybody.
It was really bad.
It was really dark.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was fucked up.
Yeah, that sounds really fucked
My
up.
friends came in. My friends from Florida, this band called Too Bad, and we played a show at El Cortez, which is where I run my monthly show in New York. And that was pretty cool. But, like, it was the day after Christmas, and, like, you know, who the fuck's going to go to a punk show the day
Yeah.
after Christmas? Yeah. So we pretty much just got wasted and then played a show that no one watched. That shit was pretty cool, though.
Yeah. And that was on Christmas.
yeah.
Or that was the day after Christmas.
That was the day after
Yeah.
Christmas. It was Boxing Day. Yeah.
Boxing Day
Yeah,
in
yeah.
England, where 21 Savage is from.
Yo, what is I've only seen tweets about
ICE
that.
arrested the rapper 21 Savage on the claim that he's actually from the UK and he's here illegally.
Wild. Is there anything
And
to
then
that claim?
and then I don't know, but then the internet exploded and the memes are like, mwah, just so good. I really like it.
But also, like, England and the United States are, like, kind of the same place. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think...
We're their baby. We're their little baby.
Like, there should at least be some sort of Canada thing there where it's
Yeah.
dual citizenship. Like, if you were an American and you want to go to, like, Birmingham, UK, and, like, just drink 17 Guinnesses and...
That's Ireland.
They don't have Guinness in
No, I don't think
England?
they do.
They don't?
I think it's illegal there.
They don't have Guinness in
No, they have
in the
Newcastle.
United Kingdom.
Look, that beer that tastes like shitty coffee.
They don't even have it in Northern Ireland.
I don't know. I'm just making a claim.
All right, okay. So the Guinness, which I just found out, is banned in the United Kingdom.
That's what I heard.
This is all part of Brexit. If folks, if you-
Brexit? Oh, we thought you said breakfast.
Shit, that's what the whole confusion's been about.
Yeah.
They thought it was breakfast.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, Brexit
Whoops.
is about...
Oh, we got these little malformed ears from all the inbreeding. We couldn't really hear you very well.
Jeremy Corbyn would come out and be like, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And everyone was
I'm
like,
gonna vote for
it's
breakfast.
it's a shame to see what Labour's become. Like,
J.K. Rowling comes out and she's like, actually, Snape never ate breakfast. He hated it.
Breakfast is gay.
actually, Dumbledore's breakfast was overnight oats.
That's good. She's kind of crazy, huh?
Oh, she's out of her goddamn
I don't know
mind.
what's up. I read the first 2 books, I think, and then lost interest because I grew up and
I
stopped
got a Harry
reading.
Potter tattoo. I was into
You
that
did-
shit.
Yeah, I like.
Oh, I
I've
had
never
all the
read the
books.
full series. Like the first one came out when I was in the 5th grade, I think, 5th or 6th grade, and then the second one came out, and I read those and then just didn't care, and then the movies started happening, and I was like, these are fun, But
the movies were.
I was reading a lot of
fun, and then,
nonfiction,
like,
listening
they
to
got
Simon
real
and
fucking
Garfunkel
dark.
and shit.
Yeah.
Not.
Well, they were all
Yeah.
right. She's an example of a celebrity that could have had a perfect dismount if she'd
Yeah.
just been like,
Well, okay,
I
Cool,
made
thank
this
you.
thing. It's over. I'm going away
Yeah.
forever. But she just like had to stick around.
I have to be ever present.
And then she got like old boomer white lady disease where she
Yeah.
decided to get real political on Facebook.
And also,
so,
let's not discount the fact that she earned in the ballpark of $1 billion. I mean, earned. We'll find that word later, but
Yeah.
she got in the ballpark of $1 billion added to her net worth in like 15 years.
Yeah.
which I bet would like fuck your brain up.
Sure. Yeah. And suddenly she's very anti like socialist and unions and shit. And so she just keeps doing this shit where but her main
Yeah, because she's
thing-
an author.
yeah.
She really should have an opinion about that.
her fucking her
I
main-
mean,
she must have-
not to say that people shouldn't have opinions. I'm just saying, fuck you. You
I wonder
write
what
children's
shut
books.
up.
I wonder what she
Shut
thinks
up.
of her
You write
own
children's
work. I wonder
books.
what she thinks of the Harry Potter series because, like, I don't know, regular artist would be spending their energy moving on to their next project instead of going back to the thing they became famous for and going, actually, I meant that all along.
Yeah.
Like going back.
So
and,
we've
like,
interpreted this book this way for 20 years, and you're gonna come back and just be like, nah.
She definitely feels a lot of her self-worth in the continued 100% appreciation of the Harry Potter series.
She just wants
Like,
to
if
keep
people-
it in the
if
public
people-
conscience.
Yeah. If people can find flaws in it, even as time goes on, that means that she didn't make the perfect children's book. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Young adult novel, I think is what they like to be referred to.
Grown
as.
man's novel.
Grown man paper book.
Have you read the grown man's book? Harry Potter and the Reverse Mortgage. Have you?
Tom Clancy's Harry Potter.
Yeah. It's a book that makes your brain explode.
I read this book series by Tom Clancy that was for
Why?
like for teens, like for kids.
Oh, hell
I don't
yeah.
know. Let me rephrase. I read this book that said it was by Tom Clancy. It could easily have been however many ghostwriters, but
Yeah.
it was like, what if teens were the CIA? And
Like Kim Possible.
yeah, literally, yeah, and it,
Like a fucking cartoon. What if kids were agents, man? You
And it was
ever heard of
basically-
Spy Kids, dude?
yeah. It was basically like running across the world to stop somebody from obtaining a pair of like X-ray goggles or something.
Tom Clancy has he's built an entire fucking fortune on selling books to like old hedgehog guys that have mustaches that look like they really want to be
Yeah,
a
they
cop,
buy him in.
but
They
didn't.
buy him in the line at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And shit. And they're like, oh, that looks
Yeah.
rugged.
like weird suburban dads that are like, I can do a tactical role if I really need to.
If I was called upon by the government of the United States, I know that I could perform. I know that I could be a valuable asset
They think that
to the armed
reading
forces.
Tom Clancy books is the equivalent of like a doctor going to medical seminars throughout their career to learn new techniques. They're like, well, if I can't actively serve, I at least need to be updated on the latest military technology and bad
Yeah.
guys we're fighting. Like Tom Clancy gives me all the information I need.
Laser eyes. Again, never read one.
You guys ever read a James Cameron or not James? James Patterson book.
No.
Oh God, I've read like 10.
Who dat?
He's the second richest author on the planet Earth.
Oh, really?
Behind J.K. Rowling, actually.
Good lord.
He's written somewhere in the neighborhood of like a couple hundred books.
Ah,
but
prolific.
A lot of those are like James Patterson and like whatever the real
Yeah.
author. He's the guy who wrote the book. He's the guy who wrote that murder mystery with Bill Clinton last year.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, the fucking
Yeah.
the buddy cop thing with
Yeah.
Bill Clinton and Obama.
Yeah.
I've just read about all of these books. I've never read these books.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing in the world. I shouldn't know about this.
Yeah. They're
Joe Biden and Obama, and it's like rush hour. Obama's like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I was gonna say Joe Biden said it, but yeah, both are funny. And then Joe Biden puts on some sunglasses, and he's like, "Don't touch my radio."
Never touch a vice president's radio.
You gotta want to get some ice cream. Yep, right after we finish killing this gang of Chinese. I just call them Chinese.
Yeah. If you watch the original Rush Hour, they like, look, a gang of Chinese, and that's the movie. Jackie Chan says it though, so it's not racist.
Yeah, but I said it, and so did you.
I was quoting the movie Rush Hour.
Yeah, I was just making something up.
Rush Hour, parentheses 1998, director Brett Ratner.
It came out on Christmas Day.
It did?
Nope. Psych.
I
was confident.
I chomped hard for that.
Yeah, you did. Dude.
You did?
I was trying
Wow.
to. I was trying to bring it back to Christmas, but I was lying.
It's time for the naughty and nice list.
Oh, it's time for the naughty and nice list. Sometimes you do things that are very bad. Sometimes you do things that are just okay. Sometimes you do things that are good, but you get judged by a man in a hat and a coat, and he's going to say you're on the naughty and nice list. You're going to get some coal, you're going to get a present. The naughty and nice list. That was it.
It is, yeah. This is the naughty and nice list. Jake, what we do is we list off some people or things.
I make up a song every time.
She
Is that off the dome? That was
Yeah.
good.
It is,
It
yeah,
was.
every time it's different.
I was a musical theater
It's
kid.
very, it's very impressive. All right, let's start. I got one for the naughty list. Chris True. Okay, he's been on the
What a
naughty list.
delightful surprise. I didn't know you were going to say that. I really love it.
He's been on the naughty list before for
Yeah.
obvious reasons. There are plenty of articles you can read about
For
all
his
the
beard,
weird,
for
creepy
his
sex
stupid
stuff
septum
and
piercing.
theft he did at the New Movement Theaters in Austin and New Orleans. Well, he posted on Facebook this week. Focus up. Professional wrestling's future manager of the decade is back this weekend in Atlanta. In 2018, I was suspended from professional wrestling for being far too charismatic and way too ambitious. I took the whole issue like a champion because, well, I am a champion. The people protested, thank you, wrote passionate blog posts, seriously, thank you, and canvassed the city with messages demanding I be let back in. It worked. The entire sports and entertainment world is in Georgia this weekend. All eyes on Atlanta, all eyes on me. Focus up, y'all. So I don't know if you guys remember what happened in 2018 regarding Chris True, but he was actually kicked off of his wrestling promotion for being a sex creep.
Sex creep. That's the official term now.
Chris
Which is
True,
now- which is
more
now-
like Chris False. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no one's ever said that. I honestly, I'm not joking. I don't think anyone's ever done that. No one's ever said Chris Falls, Jake. That's
Why isn't it happened?
It's perfect.
It was low hanging fruit.
It was just fucking for us to
Low-hanging
pick.
truth.
Yeah,
Damn.
a truth. Just a fresh truth. Fresh, ripe truth. Oh. Yeah, fuck that guy. You're on the naughty list, bitch.
Chris True, you're on the naughty list for being a weirdo.
How about we fucking pick you up and put you on the what do they call it? On the side of the ring. On the ropes,
turnbuckle?
Take it up on the ropes, right?
Yeah.
And then just dump your ass into a pile of coal.
Hell yeah, bitch.
Naughty list.
All right, I got one for the nice list. Boom Boom.
What?
Hey Sharks, we have a new best friend for your nose. Introducing Boom Boom.
Just unscrew the cap, place the barrel inside each nostril, and inhale slowly but deeply.
With each inhale, you'll experience a cooling, tingly sensation that makes you feel alive.
I want to smell it.
Yeah, Chelsea
Yeah.
has some samples.
Thank you. Which is the strongest one?
They're all similar intensity.
Which is the most popular?
Tropical Rush is our best seller. There's a base of menthol and peppermint in all of them.
Woo! Woo!
There you go. Yes.
That's really good. It's really quite a hit.
It enhances your breathing for
It
sure.
does open you up.
Wow!
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, is it just like poppers?
Oh, poppers.
Yeah.
The poppers they sold on
Yeah,
Shark
the poppers
Tank.
on Shark Tank. I love poppers.
These two young adventurous entrepreneurs went into Shark Tank and sold the sharks
they look
poppers.
amazing. Oh, look at Charles Barkley.
We got Charles Barkley popping it
Women
up.
from San Antonio are fat. Let me do these fucking poppers real quick. I hate Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, right now, he's got a butthole like a $50 piece.
Boom booms are on the nice
Boom
list.
Booms, you're on the nice list. Kevin O'Leary finally loosened up. That a baby.
Not a boy, baby.
Is he not? I mean, he sucks. But I don't know if he. I don't know. I imagine he's kind of loose. I don't know. I
don't watch Shark Tank.
I've seen a few episodes. He seems like the
Do
least.
you watch Shark Tank?
He seems
Jake?
like one of the least likable of them.
I watched a marathon of Shark Tank. This is on brand. This is on theme for the podcast. Last Christmas.
All right.
Yeah, last Christmas, I got real fucked up and watched a marathon of Shark Tank. And that was the only exposure I've ever had to it. I watched like 10 in a row.
I don't watch it because Mark Cuban's on it.
Mark Cuban's
and I
a
hate
piece
the
of shit.
Mavs.
That guy fucking sucks.
Yeah, he fucking sucks dick. He's
Mark
a piece
Cuban,
of
also
shit.
a sex creep.
And the Mavs can suck my dick. Go Spurs, go! I'm not gonna watch Shark Tank. If you're a real Spurs fan, you don't watch Shark Tank, bitch.
What if Greg
You hear that,
Popovich-
San Antonio? You fucking empty people. You
What if Greg Popovich
ABC
went on Shark Tank?
ABC Angels. That's what they call them, right?
What?
People who watch ABC.
ABC
Angels.
That's what the network calls them.
Because
yeah.
they keep the network alive that should have failed a long time ago.
Thanks for watching, Angels.
Good morning, Angels.
What's up? I'm Ty Burrell from Modern Family. Thanks for watching, Angels.
Please tune into our sister company, PAX, for Diagnosis Murder.
They have a show exactly like Shark Tank in the UK, apparently, but it's called Dragon's Den.
Oh, I know about Dragon's Den because it was on an episode of the fucking IT Crowd.
Yeah. I
Dragons.
they made it up. I looked it up. It's a real thing.
No, it's real. Yeah.
Dragons.
Dragon's
Den.
Den. Yeah, it's exactly Shark Tank.
That's funny.
But it's more European.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragons.
A
It's like
dragon
Shark
den.
Tank if Shark Tank were in the format of America's Got
Yeah.
Talent. Like that kind of bravado.
Some Cockney
and-
motherfuckers who's like, all right, dragons.
Well, it makes sense because, like, you know, in the Wolf of Wall Street days, like, these fucking coked up Wall Street day traders would be running around and they'd be, like, you know, grabbing each other and going, like, you know, some guy's on the phone, you grab him by the shoulders, and go, hey, listen, you fuck these people out of this money. You're a shark. You're a predator. You're a shark.
Yeah.
But this implies that the same thing was happening in Europe, but people were like, you're a dragon, Harry. You're a dragon. Sell them bad real estate. You're a dragon.
Breathe fire until the bubble bursts.
Burn that village, you are dragon.
Build the village and then burn the village.
Eat the food the villagers give you. Eat it until you grow too fat and you fill the cave hole. The gold you're guarding becomes lost to the villagers
Like a
forever.
Garfield.
Eat the gold.
You're like a Garfield.
Actually,
like a Garfield dragon.
Actually, now that I think about it, that metaphor actually does work. Warren Buffett is like the fat dragon of Omaha, Nebraska. He's like this. He lives up on this hill in Happy Hollow in the middle of town, and everyone in town just like, Warren Buffett, we love you. Here, have some ham and lamb shanks.
ham.
And he's like, thank you. And all the money in Omaha is now like trapped behind Warren Buffett's fat body in this cave that he lives in. And everyone's like, oh, it's that cave.
But it's all the
he's lived
money
in the
is in
same
ham.
cave for 50 years. Impressive. He's a billionaire, but he's lived in the same cave and he drives the same car. Or he did until he got too fat for the cave.
That's the shitty part, though, Adam and Jake, is that all the money is locked up in Big Ham.
That would rule. I would love for all of our money to be in ham.
There's just too much ham. They can't unload that ham. There's too much ham. We made too much ham. Oh, no. I have to pee. You guys let's do the next one.
Okay.
Divine, oh night, when Christ was born, oh night, divine, oh night divine.
We just took a break. I grabbed a wing, and as I went to pull the bones apart, it fell out of my hands and directly into the trash can. And I was too bummed out to get a second wing. So
Yeah. And I had 3 chips with guacamole.
Food update. Jake, what did you eat?
I took a piss.
And then I drank that.
Yeah, and then I went to the bathroom and then pissed into a cup. Yeah. I wassailed in there. That's what I call that.
I went to wassailing. I'm a German.
Hold that thought. We're going to
Happy
talk about
Wurst
wassailing
Fest.
later. Okay, on the
Yeah, I love hot wine. I love to drink hot wine with
Oh yeah,
fruit.
it is like a.
It's hot sangria. I love it. I put apple pie spice in there.
I'm
It's
drinking hot white wine in
It's
the winter.
delicious.
Class my own piss.
I'm German.
Okay. Should we do it from the naughty or Avery, do you have anybody for the naughty or nice list?
Not that I can say on air.
Oh.
Nice.
You know you don't
Nice list, this bitch. Permanently.
That's the only reason you would make a naughty or nice list though is for the air. So-
Yeah, I know. But the only things that are coming across my mind right now are things I shouldn't say out loud.
Okay, I got one for the nice list. Bailey.
Bailey!
Joe Stats' dog.
Joe Stats' dog.
Who's a very kind, sweet.
She looks
old
like a
dog.
lion.
She does.
She
Yeah,
gets shaved like a lion.
she gets shaved like a lion because she likes her butt being cool.
Yeah, if you've ever been to a bar on the east side, you've met Bailey. She's a lion dog. She's really wonderful. She's like 12 now.
Yeah.
And she has
And-
arthritis
yeah,
and
she's
needs
had
a
trouble
stem
walking
cell
lately.
procedure. Yeah, she can't walk right now. So she the stem cell procedure that she's had done before, it costs like $2,500, and Joe's trying to pay for it. So I started a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
So if you want to check that out, it's on GoFundMe. It's Bailey Needs Surgery.
I'm gonna put that in
by
the
Avery Moore.
episode
If
info
you wanna,
for this
yeah,
one.
awesome.
So
There'll
if
be
you
a
wanna
link.
donate,
There'll be a link if you want to help
make
Bailey out.
better.
She's just an old lady, and she needs help walking around because the vet.
I'm old. My
That's not Bailey's voice. Bailey's voice
this
is
is
like
Bailey's voice.
Bailey's voice is like this. Oh, my name's Bailey. I'm just an old lion dog.
I'm Bailey.
That's awful and shrill, and people aren't gonna want to donate to her if you make her sound like that. But yeah, she's got to get some stem cells in her joints or something.
Yeah,
fix her
man,
arthritis.
We need to get some fucking baby spines just
Get some-
wrung out.
yeah.
in Bailey's
Yeah.
legs.
Just-
'Cause she deserves it.
She
She's better.
deserves it, and the vet says she has like many more years to live. Like she's a wonderful, healthy dog. She's just in a little bit of pain, and we need to help her
She's
out.
got bad legs.
She's the
Fix
Maybe
best
get
dog.
that puppy
up.
some
Fix
CBD.
that shit up. Get some of that Michael J. Fox stem cell research Parkinson's money.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hook us
Yeah.
up, guys.
Let's go. Fix Bailey. Let's go. Okay.
Nice list.
Nice list.
Nice
Bailey.
list.
I like it.
I got one
Check.
For the, I got one for the naughty list. Democrats running for president.
All of them.
They're all looking. They're all looking real bad.
There's a
They're all-
cop. There's another cop.
There's a cop who, if you click on her website, there's not a page that describes her platform or issues she supports. There's nothing on the website right now.
Yeah.
Cory Booker announced he was running for president in front of like a rainy set of stairs somewhere in New
Like
York
Gotham?
City. It looked like Commissioner Gordon saying we haven't found the murderer yet.
Cory Booker looks like Voldemort. Like he's got that weird flat
Yeah.
nose thing going on.
Well,
Like a
Voldemort
lizard.
was black in the books.
Yeah,
Voldemort was-
J.K. Rowling just revealed that
Yeah.
Voldemort
It's coming
was-
out right now.
he's actually black.
Actually, Voldemort was black and wall-eyed. And then
He's actually disabled. And he's a hero.
and then Elizabeth Warren, she
The
just
fake
came out
Native
with
American.
yeah, well, she just came out with that website where she just
Fact
check-
Squad.
Fact Squad. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah.
called Fact
Did he-
Squad.
Where she fact checks like rumors about Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
News noise.
But they're so eager to jump on any right-wing rumors that they're discounting how disingenuous and insane right-wing rumors get. So she's like, hey, check out this website. It's fact-checking me. And then the first thing is like, no, I don't have racist artifacts in my kitchen.
She's like getting herself in more trouble for answering questions no one asked.
Yeah.
I absolutely did not get the get out surgery to put myself into a black person's body. Why would you even bring that up? It's like, did you? I didn't even know it was a thing.
Elizabeth? I almost said something. Keep it to yourself, Dave.
Okay.
We'll put it all in the bonus episode. Avery's racist
Well, no,
podcast.
I'll just tell you guys later.
How many more should we do? I could do.
Let's do another nice one.
Okay. We
Come
should do
on.
one more nice one, one more naughty one.
I guess.
Okay. all
Brighten
right.
my day.
All right. Nice list. I got The Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
I'm almost done with it. I'm on the last
Paisan.
season.
Why is everyone back into The Sopranos right now?
I don't know.
I don't know. This is the first time I've ever watched it.
What?
Yeah.
I watched it 8 times.
Yeah.
That was my 8th time. I just
I've been
finished
trying
my
to watch
8th
it for
time.
the last year.
Italiano.
I'm finally
yeah.
on the last season.
Me paisans, me Italiano.
Also, the episode I just watched, Tony and Paulie pulled up to this hotel, and the bellhop was Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes, I remember that episode. Just wait till Steve Buscemi shows up.
Oh, Steve Buscemi's already dead.
Good. Oh, good.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi's already been shot.
What are you
down.
like season 4?
I'm the last.
You're on season 6.
I'm on the last half of season 6. Yeah.
Cool.
They went to
Cool,
the
man.
lake house.
Yeah, man. I'm familiar. Getting really excited, actually. Kind of want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I have a painting of James Gandolfini in my kitchen.
Yeah, it's good. I've never seen a show that so accurately captures the feeling when you wake up and you just feel like you cannot accept how boring your life is.
Yeah.
How depressing everything is, and usually you're hungover a little bit, and you feel yourself settle back into this reality that you've created for yourself, and you have to like go through some sort of death and acceptance.
This is the worst thing you've ever said. It's making me so sad. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I've never thought about The Sopranos that way. I watch The Sopranos like bada bing, bada boom.
Isn't it funny how they Italian?
I just get drunk and I'm like, that guy's like my uncle.
You're watching this completely other show where like just a guy slips on a meatball.
Yeah.
So you just get drunk and pass out before anyone dies. And you're like, this show's hilarious. It's all about people running restaurants and bars.
AJ, you're so stupid. I love this sitcom.
Christopher. That's Jackson. My boyfriend Jackson's impression of James Gandolfini is Christopher.
Adriana, one of these days, pow, to the moon.
The moon is made of cheese. And we don't like it cheese, we're Italian.
We like the mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
We like the mozzarella.
Or just, what's the, like, shitty people from Jersey, they just say Motts.
Mutts.
That's fun.
You can only say mozz if you're saying mozz sticks.
Hey, you got a Beretta. Like what? Like a gun? Nah, that's shit. You cut open the gooey mozzarella.
What?
It's like a burrata or something.
Okay.
Burrata's
Is that
tight.
kind of cheese?
I was trying to make a joke about a gun.
I
But
learned
it-
what burrata was last year.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's fucking
It's a
rad.
wet
I
mozz.
know that was a thing.
Cut it open. It's like a lava cake at Chili's.
Yeah.
But cheese?
But cheese.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck, that
Cheese.
sounds amazing.
They put it on the salad menu at a lot of restaurants, and then you order it, and you look like an idiot because you're like, I thought this was a salad.
It's just a ball of cheese
a
that you
ball of
that you
cheese.
split open.
It's
and
the
eat.
opposite of a salad.
It's an
Go look up how I got a
antipasta.
salad.
It's an
God,
antipasta, Jake.
no. Oh no.
Do people ever think you're Italian in New York?
Yeah, people get if they think I'm like Asian and shit. It's weird. In New York, no one even knows what Mexicans are. Like the only
There's like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and
Yeah.
shit. There aren't Mexicans. Yeah.
yeah,
Weird.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. People
It's
think
so
you're all
funny.
sorts
They
of
think
weird
you're
shit.
Asian. Hey, Jake, you Asian?
I just go with it. I'm like
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you just bow.
I consider myself a citizen of the world.
Was that Jared Hawley joke where that guy was like, hey, Papi, you Dominican? And he goes, no. And he goes, why not? That's one of the best jokes.
Okay, I got one more for the naughty list.
Okay. Who is it?
Spider House.
Yeah.
Boo.
Brat, brat. My
Spider-
boyfriend still works there.
Spider House Ballroom. They announced
They
that
canceled
they're
my
cancel-
show.
They're changing venue formats.
Yeah,
Venue
so
types.
basically the city is changing, like the story is the city is changing like coding and like licensing and things. Apparently they were
I don't
they
know,
were
yeah.
operating under like a general occupancy permit that wasn't like coded for music and things like that. So that's why they're having to change as a special event venue. They're also trying to retool and just change over to be a special event venue, which like
Sucks.
that sucks. And they can't. The first thing that they axed was all of the comedy shows that we've been like we've worked on that for like 6 or 7 years. You know,
Yeah,
my
like,
first show there was 6 years ago, and I started the midnight mic there like 6.5 years ago.
And now you get 70, 80 people there on a Monday night every week.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, but that's fine.
That's
we'll
fine.
we'll never find another venue because we have to paint and stuff. So like, if you guys want to come out to the last
And like
fucking
venues
joke
don't,
of painting
venues don't
on.
like that you just like have construction equipment out in the
Yeah,
middle
it's
of-
February 25th. If you want to come out to the last joke of painting, because no one's gonna let us paint in their venue.
Comedy's such a redheaded stepchild in terms of like art forms, even within shitty dive bars. It's like the first thing to go.
Yeah, the shithead cokehead promoter is just like, you know what, comedy's not working out.
It costs the least amount of money to put on a comedy show.
Yeah, we don't take any budget or anything from
a microphone. Okay, cool. We'll see you there.
Yeah,
Why no one respects us.
No one respects us, man. No respect.
That happened in New York. The Cabin, the best comedy's the second language.
I heard about that.
Best show in New York, and then best show in New York. Like literally, like you show up. People that are celebrities now used to do that show. You know, you used to be able to see Aziz Ansari and shit there.
Yeah.
And then, like, something that was that big of a fixture, we just all showed up one day and there was just a fucking padlock on the door, man.
Yeah. Like, well, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It didn't really happen that way?
It's pretty much like overnight.
You just showed up and they like no explanation. They're like, it's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got reassurance that nothing would happen, and then a week later got
I mean, that's the
sporadic messages and emails saying that we had all been cut.
I mean, that's the same thing UCB did with like UCB East. In
Which
December,
let me say the ownership is on the naughty list. The staff there are like kind of victims of all of this.
True.
And the management and the bartenders and everyone that works there are really honest, wonderful people and have no control over this. And
The
you
staff
shouldn't
at Spider House
talk
is some of
shit.
the most wonderful people.
Wonderful people, and a lot of them are my friends, and they're probably gonna have to like, find other jobs or things. So please, if you're like mad about that, which a lot of the Austin comedy community is,
if you're mad about it,
don't take it out on the fucking staff.
I mean,
because it's not the bartender's fault.
Be
If
a
you're mad
good
about it, come to
Marxist and
Spider
be
House.
mad at your bosses.
Yeah.
And not your fucking
But I mean, people are
workers.
making like these generalized posts and shit. Like, please stop. Like, think about it before you do that, and think about the people that work there and depend on that place.
For sure.
I mean, I talk shit about bars a lot in this.
Yeah.
town because I think
Well, 'cause they're all
I think the bar and restaurant owners in this
crooked.
town are some of the dumbest people on the planet Earth. There are some exceptions, but I think a lot of them.
What's that circus one?
Cirque du Soleil.
Love. The Beatles love.
I know what bar you're talking about. It's
Bar-
like North Central kind of.
Yeah, bar.
I tried to start a show there one time. It was a shit show. That was a bar. It still sells setups.
Is it over on Cameron?
Carousel.
Carousel Lounge.
And then and then there's also the one. There's a new one that's
On
just like
Rainey?
it on Rainy Street.
Unbelievable.
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 Yeah, I'm just trying to catch Jacob on all the bullshit. Unbelievable, bud. Can you?
fucking horrible.
Yeah, like by
we've
like right
now
by
had-
Clive Bar.
Austin has now had 2 separate steampunk bars open and close.
Well, man, I mean, it takes a lot of steam to run
Look,
a bar
it's-
like that.
Look, the electric
It's like-
bill to power the clock on my hat is insane.
Like you build a Rube Goldberg machine to make a DAC, and it takes about 15 minutes.
Yeah,
you can't really
everyone's mad.
serve people so quickly.
Everyone's mad that I have to like scoop this bunny to get him running across the bar, and then he hits the cigarette.
A Rube Goldberg machine, or as my sister once called it, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids machine. She was like, "What are those called? Like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids machine?"
Rube
I was like,
Goldberg wrote Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
"Yeah,
Yo,
Rube Goldberg is actually
unbelievable.
it's Rick Moranis.
What?
Rube Goldberg is Rick
It's Rick
Moranis. Yeah, crazy, huh?
Rick Moranis has Rube Goldberg.
Man,
Have you ever built a
I might be
Whoopi
a little.
Goldberg machine? It's even weirder. I don't have any ending of this joke, so we have to move on.
I might be a
The
little.
funniest angle and go.
Yeah. Wow. Whoopee. That's that. What is that Harry Nilsson song?
So is
Make
this
it
a
whoopee.
communist Christmas podcast, or is this a Christmas podcast, or what the fuck's
It's
going on?
whatever kind of Christmas you want it to be. I mean,
Yeah.
It was now that we're
All of
3
the-
hours into it. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's all of the above, Jake.
I love it.
Jake, we've got you here. You run a Goth socialist podcast.
Yeah.
Called Pod Damn America. We wanted to kind of stay in that goth,
That vein.
creepy realm.
Yeah,
So I
let's
put
get
together.
spooky.
Spooky. Jake is so spooky.
We've talked a lot
I
about
always say Jake was he's my spookiest friend. Oh, Jake Flores? That's my spookiest friend.
Quick, top 5 scariest friends. Go.
All right, Jake Flores. Let's see. Evan Rabelais' girlfriend Natalie, because she's got that weird purple hair. Lisa Friedrich. Let's see. Pat Dean when he hasn't had anything to eat.
It's a diabetic shock.
And he's super angry. And then Andrew Clarkston.
Okay. Why Andrew Clarkston?
Because it's got like a dead man's soul in him. He's just such an old man in such a young man's body.
He's like 24
He's
or
so
something
young and
insane.
spry, and talented, and he's just like, I'm so old. Which I am too, man. But yeah, that's spooky to me.
Yeah. So, anyways, we've talked a lot about Christmas on this show, but we really haven't gotten
We really
to
haven't.
the history. We haven't really gotten to the history of Christmas.
Yeah.
And the history.
I mean, we've talked about like Father Christmas, Saint
we
Nicholas,
talked
and
about
stuff a little
different
bit,
Christmas monsters,
and like other like regional things.
Yeah.
Dominique the donkey.
but we haven't gotten into like the origins of our favorite Christmas traditions.
Uh-huh.
And it turns out that the history of Christmas, like the history of, it turns out, most things, is real fucking creepy.
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
Is it twisted?
It's hella twisted.
Sick.
Yeah. You might say it's insane.
Bwah, 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 bwah.
Was that Rage Against the Machine?
It sure is, but
Yeah.
you guys want to hear a really funny thing real quick?
Yes.
You guys know Tom Morello? The guy
Yeah.
that plays the guitar, right?
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah.
know there was a comic in San Antonio named Tom Morello, and then Tom Morello's people went after him and made him change his name, and now he goes by Tommy Rico.
Oh my god.
He had to, when he moved to LA, he got like targeted, and his lawyers like sent him
That's
some shit.
insane.
And they're like, hey, you can't use your name. And it was his
That's
name.
wild because
He's
It's
a
his-
fucking big.
musician and his comedy, they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Morello's not that good of a guy.
God, that's
Yeah.
Wow, weird, huh?
And he's like, his whole thing
Crazy.
is he's a communist.
Yeah.
But then he's
Crazy.
like, property is theft.
Yeah.
Fucking man.
Right. Yeah. My name is mine.
Yeah, my homie had to change his name
Yeah. The
because washed up screwdriver guitar player, the fake ass Thurston Moore, is trying to fucking take his name away. Which Thurston Moore
the
sucks
famous
too.
communist move of calling an IP lawyer and being
Sonic
like,
Youth is not
my
good.
name is mine, right? I should sue this guy, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, Christmas is on December 25th.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
No. Yeah.
Let's just circle back.
Nah, that was a good story.
Yeah, any and all tangents we accept on this show.
Mm-hmm.
So Christmas is on December 25th. That's when we celebrate the birth of Jesus. But
Or is
it? Right, or is it? Has Christmas been on November 9th? But I think we all know that that's not actually when Jesus was born. It's speculated that Jesus might have been born closer to September.
September 11th is when he was
September.
born.
It was 9/11.
It's the first 9/11.
If the devil is 6, then God is building 7.
Hell yeah. There we go.
That's fun.
But the date, December 25th, was eventually landed on, and as you've probably heard through reading the People's History of Howard's Inn or whatever, that December 25th was actually a pagan holiday. The week of Christmas is the week of this pagan festival called Saturnalia It went, which typically went from.
I hate this shit. but please continue.
And what basically happened.
I'm an American Christmas kind of girl, Jake. I like Santa Claus and Bing Crosby.
I'm just describing things. I'm not advocating anything.
I know. I'm just
I'm
expressing.
not advocating that we abandon our Christmas trees.
I'm just expressing my disgust.
Every Christmas, we're not going to hang wreaths or put up Christmas trees. We're just going to put on Eyes Wide Shut masks and
burn some sage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We're going to go.
I'm an Aries.
But this celebration called Saturnalia, it was about a week long, starting on December 19th.
Sounds like a festival in Austin.
Yeah, it's South by Southwest.
Come to Saturnalia with Dr. Dog and explosions in the sky.
So it's SXXW, but it stands for Sister by Sister Wife. So what would happen on Saturnalia is it was basically schools would close. It was basically a government shutdown. Like if you committed a crime during Saturnalia, you would not be punished. Nothing was prosecuted. Slaves would be allowed to like trade places with their masters. Slaves were given like equal rights as normal people for the week of Saturnalia. They would even elect one person to be the slave king, and they would get like a ceremonial position.
Wow.
Yeah, real fucked up considering that as soon as Saturnalia is over, they have to go back to being slaves.
Yeah.
It's also named after Saturn, which what's Saturn famous for? Eating his children, folks. Jesus Christ. Was he not eaten by God himself?
Ooh.
We must ask.
Yum, yum. Mr. Bucket, put your balls in my mouth.
Jesus in my tum.
Mr. Bucket.
Mr. Bucket is gone.
The true reason for the
And the
season.
balls are Jesus.
A lot of kids got Mr. Bucket for Christmas. Think about it. Now it comes full circle. Saturn's rings, baby.
Saturn's rings.
Saturn's rings. Saturn's brass knuckles, baby. This has got
What was that? There was a satellite that was traveling around Saturn for like 18 years.
Yes, go ahead.
Started with a C, and it just like they just sent it down into the atmosphere and like burnt it up. They ended the mission. Yeah, it was a Saturn satellite mission, and they just ended it and sent it into the atmosphere. And when it burnt up, they like put every single detection device on so that it collected data until it like entered the atmosphere and burnt up, and it lasted like minutes longer than they thought it would. So they collected more data in like 15 minutes than they had in like 20 years. It's pretty cool.
Anyways, most of our fun Christmas traditions, hanging lights,
trees,
Christmas caroling,
green bean casserole,
stockings in the chimney,
singing carols,
talking to mom,
advent calendars,
all that,
stockings.
They all have some weird origins. Christmas caroling, which I don't think has actually been done in about 45 years. But did you guys ever Christmas
still
carol?
do it.
I don't think that's
I
a real
never
thing.
went Christmas caroling.
I think
You did?
No, I always imagined that was a fake thing. It seems insane.
fake. It seems fake. I did it as a kid.
You did it?
Well, we did it in like a nursing home for like all the like for Boy Scouts or something.
That's nice.
Well, the tradition of Christmas caroling actually started. You would go around with your friends and you would knock on people's doors and you would start singing Christmas songs. And then if they didn't give you treats or booze or something, you would beat the shit out of them at their door.
Sick.
And
Let's start doing that again.
Fucking rules.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to dress like in a Dickensian dress and just be like, Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. No, thank you. No, thank you. They just fucking land a sick punch.
And the
some-
songs you would sing, some of them were like old Christmas songs, but some
Old
of them were
Tannenbaum.
some of them were some of them were threatening. Some of them were like laying out the rules of the Christmas Carol.
Give us some treats or we'll beat your ass.
Here's a bit of a Christmas Carol.
Suck my dick. Suck my dick. I will fucking kill you.
Bids ye all be free and drink to your heart's desiring. We've come here to claim our rights, and if you don't open up your door, we will lay you flat upon the floor.
Holy shit! Yeah, that fucking rules. It was like a
Don't
threat.
start no
It was
shit.
yeah,
Won't be no shit. Wow.
Yeah, and along the lines of caroling, there, Jake, you mentioned it earlier, wassailing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go a wassailing.
Wassailing is named after a drink of some kind.
Yeah, it's hot wine.
Wassail, yeah.
It's hot
Yeah,
German
Like
wine.
mulled wine or something.
Mulled wine.
But the act of wassailing itself was actually
Getting shit-faced and threatening your neighbors.
close. It was getting shit-faced and screaming at ghosts.
Hell yeah.
You would go out into the orchard and you would drink this beverage called lamb's wool, which is where you get you pour beer into like a hot pot and you would put apples into the beer and
Yeah.
you wait for the apples to just explode. And then there's like a bunch of foam rises up to the top, and it looks like lamb's wool, and that's why the drink's called that. So you drink that, and you just scream at ghosts, and it's just groups of people out. Honestly, like look a picture of people wassailing. It looks like a Klan rally because they're just out by a tree with torches, and they're just screaming at the top of their lungs, "Ghosts, get out of fucking here!
Get out of my orchard, ghost!
Get out of my orchard!"
Well, you know,
It was
who,
supposed to bring good
whom
luck for the
amongst
year.
us?
Who amongst us? Yeah, you know what? Honestly, yeah. I
Who
swear to
hasn't
God.
walked down to their family's orchard and screamed at some ghosts? You know what I mean?
Who doesn't get drunk every night?
Who
Screaming
doesn't-
ghosts.
Who doesn't put apples in some beer until they explode?
Love that beard apple. Do you guys ever leave milk and cookies out for Santa?
Yeah, just we didn't do it that much though. I think like
I mean, you only do it at
Stop.
Christmas.
yeah, no.
Every night of the year, man.
Wasted a lot of milk, man. It gets warm, it sucks.
I'd usually wake up in the middle of the night, chug it.
Yeah.
So my little sister thought that he'd come in April.
Okay.
No, we only did it a few times. My parents weren't very good at traditions.
Oh, okay. I think we only did it a couple times too.
Yeah,
because-
we didn't really have like a lot of traditions.
I mean, it's just.
it was always just a free for all.
First of all, it was just leave milk and cookies out for your dad. It was what it ended up being. Leaving milk and cookies out, it was a tradition that started in the Great Depression, where all the
What? When you needed all the food that you could have?
the idea was you leave milk and cookies out at night for Santa to come get to show that you appreciate the act of giving as much as the act of receiving. And it was the idea,
Even though you don't have any food.
right? The idea was that you have nothing, so you have
So you give.
want to show how cool it is to give because you're not
I understand
getting
that
because you're not
sentiment.
getting anything. So you want to get something out of giving.
This sounds like a scam that was made up by like H.H. Holmes or something.
Yeah.
Turn of the
Welcome to my
century
murder palace.
bowler hat con. Yeah, you're so poor that you should give me things.
This is that Louis C.K. bit.
Which one?
Or he jacks off in front of you.
That's the only Louis C.K.
He
bit.
would leave lube out for Santa Claus.
If you look at his back catalog, every Louis C.K. bit was just that.
Yeah.
Just jacking off in front of people.
I'm a dad.
Okay.
What if Santa Claus is lactose intolerant, right?
Yeah.
You'd be all
Well, that's
giving
in the
him
Santa
diarrhea.
Claus with Tim Allen.
Is it really?
Yeah, he goes, milk, lactose intolerant.
Does he get diarrhea in that
Oh, I
movie?
bet he does.
Yeah,
in
that never
suit.
that never
I bet
comes
he
back
gets
up.
mad diarrhea.
Yeah, he would
But he
be-
does mention that he's lactose intolerant in the movie. It's like a funny like '90s joke because that was the gluten free at the time.
But
Remember?
yeah, right.
People
But
were like,
lactose
soy
intolerance,
milk.
It will actually fuck you up.
Yeah, it'll give
He
you
was actually shitting
diarrhea.
himself that whole movie. It turns
Yeah.
out.
Well, he was shitting himself from all the cocaine.
Oh yeah, that too. That too.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever hang stockings in front of your chimney?
Yes, that was one thing that we did.
Yeah. That tradition actually started again by poor people. The tradition is tied to a story about a 4th century bishop who overheard an elderly man bemoaning the fact that he would not have enough money to supply his 3 daughters with a dowry, so they wouldn't be able to be married
they
off.
can't get married off.
So they were going to have to be sold off into prostitution. And the legend goes that the bishop, who would later be named Saint Nicholas,
What?
was so moved by the old man's plight that he crept into the family's home at night, and they had some socks hanging by the fireplace to dry, and he placed some gold coins into each sock that they could later spend as a dowry, so that they wouldn't have to go be sold off as prostitution.
Wow.
And so when you wake
Can
up
I say
on,
hookers?
What?
Yeah, I could say hookers, right?
Yeah, hookers is fine. Hookers isn't rude. But that's
really?
So when you wake up on Christmas,
That's why Santa Claus is around.
yeah. So when you wake up on Christmas morning and
To prevent these girls from having to go hook it.
go hook. Yeah, they don't have to throw that tail around.
Wow.
You don't have to Roxanne. You don't have to put on that red light.
You don't have to put on a red and green light.
You don't have to put on that synchronized to Chopped and Screwed song.
You don't have to put on a Christmas light.
Roxanne.
Mistletoe, the kissing plants. That actually, the smooching plant. That is the
kissing plant.
The kissing plant. It was actually the wood. The plant is actually sacred to Druids. They would in early Christmas times they would hold not Druids but other like Christians would hold a mistletoe service where if you were a criminal, I think this was in England, if you were a criminal, you could bring a piece of mistletoe to church and you would be pardoned for whatever crimes you were convicted of at the time.
Oh, you would kiss the judge.
You would smooch the judge. And it's also said that, I don't know if this is true, but it's also said that mistletoe is the wood that Jesus's cross was made out of.
Really?
I don't know if that's true. I don't think that mistletoe plants get that big.
No, if you were walking around back in those days and you were underneath Jesus, you'd have to kiss your sister.
When he was left up there.
Well, yeah, when he
He's fucking rotting. And
when
Oh,
Jesus
he's a
was
rotting
hanging on
corpse.
the cross, he was
Mwah.
hanging under mistletoe, and you had to kiss him.
yeah.
Poor
tradition.
Jesus of Nazareth.
The Christmas tree, that legend actually comes, that tradition actually comes from
Germany?
No, it comes from this Norse god named Attis, who was born on December 25th. And
Christmas.
yeah. Yeah, and he was, and his, so you know how in ancient mythology, basically every mother wanted to fuck their son, every father wanted to fuck their daughter. Oh, yeah. Well, Attis's mother, Cybele, wanted to
Modern
fuck him.
porn.
And Attis was trying to get with a mortal. And so Cybele decided to get revenge on him by driving him insane. And he went crazy and he walked off into the woods and he sat at the foot of a pine tree and he cut his own dick and balls off.
And this has to do with Christmas?
That's why we have a pine tree at Christmas.
Oh, badass.
Yeah, that's where the Christmas tree comes from. And the pine tree is shaped
You
like...
did so much research,
I did a lot.
Adam.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I'm so proud
This
of
fucking
you.
rules.
This
That was
is
the
insane.
Jingle Bells.
That was the fucking... actually, well, sort of related to Jingle Bells, Christmas ornaments, they're kind of similarly shaped. You know, Christmas ornaments are always like glass and they're like big hollow balls usually.
Yeah.
They used to be called witch balls.
Witch balls.
Let me see if I might be on the wrong article.
Witch balls.
Oh, I wonder,
Wonder,
oh, what's in
Oh,
that
here we
witch
go.
ball? Do you guys remember that candy? The one-
Witch balls, the candy.
the Wonder Ball.
Or just like hacking up cigarette butts.
It dates. Yeah, here we go. It dates back to. It dates back to the 17th century.
Shot
across-
of vodka.
It dates back to the 17th century across Britain and Ireland. Witch balls. They were glass-blown spheres, sometimes layered on the inside with silver. Their purpose was to attract and neutralize the evil eye of a passing witch, either by reflecting it back upon her or by puzzling her with the pattern. The belief was at the time that the bright colors, after enticing the witch and possibly other darker spirits, it would trap them inside and thus protect the home from negativity.
Witches are like parrots.
Witches are parrots and blonde people.
Wow, so
Witches-
shiny.
Yeah, literally, it's what it like. Oh, they'll be distracted by how pretty, and they get trapped inside.
They're witches.
And now your house is witch free, except that you just have witches trapped inside your
You got a
witch
whole
balls.
tree
You
full
got a
of
whole
witches.
tree full of witch balls, which seems like a worse problem.
But better not get a cat.
than just some passing witch.
They're gonna break all the witch
Yeah.
balls and set them free.
Yeah, this is where our prison industrial complex comes from. They think it's better to trap all the bad people together and have to keep track of them than you just let them go. Like, just let them go, honestly.
Let him run free like a gingerbread man.
Let them run free like
Yeah,
gazelle.
or the stinky cheese man. Remember that guy? I'm waxing nostalgic. today. Wonder
Pass.
balls. Hi, my name's Avery. Remember Wonder Balls?
You guys know Good King Wenceslas? Good King
No.
Wenceslas was there on the feast of Stephen.
I know the tune,
Yeah, it's a
but
Christmas
I didn't know the
song.
words.
Good King Wenceslas was a historical figure. He led a coup against his own mother, who was queen at the time. His mother's name was Dragomir. And after his
Ride with the bitches who rule
Yeah.
in the back of my Dragomir.
his father died, and his mother took over, and he killed her, and
Killed his mom?
He killed his mom because his mom was trying to keep the country adhering to pagan traditions, and he had a lot of like Christian followers
Yikes.
backing him, and so he led a religious coup basically.
What
and then,
a wacky
his
time.
brother Boleslaw, like Bonesaw, his brother Bonesaw.
Bowl of slaw, no, like a bowl of coleslaw.
Bowl of coleslaw. His brother Bowl of coleslaw.
Bowl of slaw.
Got revenge.
Yeah, I brought a bowl of slaw.
Avenged their mother. He had him killed and completely dismembered. He was torn bit
Nice.
by bit apart.
Stretched,
Yeah, like
drawn and quartered,
drawn in more like
and
16,
then feathered
and then rainbowed,
for
and then
Christmas.
peacocked. All kinds of shapes. We can make your body into so many shapes, man.
Because we cut it up.
Like one of those kids puzzles where like there's all the different shaped tiles and you have to like get it and you have to
Into the
match
right
it
hole?
The right hole. Yeah, that's what they did with his body. And
Yeah.
they made it into a bunch of kids games.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. And you would get on Christmas.
Object permanence.
Yes.
Cool.
Christmas has been banned a couple times in the past. Right.
What? Why? Was it the
for-
war on Christmas?
Yeah.
Is it the war?
When people first came to America from England, the Puritans who arrived here, they banned Christmas because they thought that the gift-giving part of it led people to think that the holiday was secular and not having to do with Jesus at all. So they banned the celebration in a lot of the colonies. Another group of people who banned certain parts of Christmas were I don't know if you guys have heard of these guys, the Nazis.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
They
They had those cute outfits, right?
yes, yeah, they were the Hugo Boss army. Yeah.
Yeah.
They got rid
Yeah.
they got rid of the religious parts of Christmas.
Yeah.
They made a bunch of Nazi Christmas songs.
Oh, hell yeah.
The most famous of which is a rewriting of the song Silent Night. And it is called
Silent Knocked.
It is called No, it is called
It's called Crystal Knocked.
it's called Exalted Night of the Clear Stars.
Holy shit.
I don't like this.
That's so efficient.
If you sing it, something's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you can look the lyrics up,
No.
but I'm not gonna say it. Okay, I'm just gonna go through some old Christmas traditions that we don't do anymore, but
Okay.
that were actually kind of insane.
Okay.
Because Christmas used to be a holiday where people literally just get drunk and just trash the place. And by the place, they mean
What do you mean used to be? You know what I'm saying? Let's do this right now.
yes. Have you guys seen SantaCon? But no, you literally, like, the government would shut down. Everybody would go looting. It went nuts. And, like, the...
TSA was crazy.
Yeah. And people... that's why Santa Claus is now, like, the mascot of Christmas, because...
He brings order.
yeah, people wanted to make Christmas more like a
Gotta be
family-oriented, churchy.
You gotta be nice, man.
Nice holiday rather than a drunk people's fuck up
Shit,
fun
Santa's the man.
holiday.
Oh no.
There used to be a tradition in England where you would, it was called playing Snapdragon, where you would take raisins and you would dump brandy on them, light them on fire, and then as quick as you could, grab the raisins and put them in your mouth.
Holy shit! Christmas
Let's
rules.
do it.
Oh, holy shit! We should absolutely play Snapdragon.
Come to my bar tomorrow. I've got like a couple new brandies. We'll try it out.
Yeah.
Just bring a box of raisins, guys.
Many towns would elect a Christmas boy.
I'm the Christmas boy.
Yeah, you elect a small boy, and he's called the Lord of Misrule, and he gets to conduct all the Christmas ceremonies around town.
The Lord of Misrule.
It says Catholic cathedrals did the same thing, electing a boy bishop every year.
Like a super altar boy.
Yeah, he performed all the religious ceremonies from December 28th onwards, including giving sermons.
What?
One
He's like a little
sermon
baby priest.
Yeah, one sermon from a boy bishop involves his wish that all his hold on. One sermon from a boy bishop involves his wish that all his school teachers be hanged.
Miss, I fucking hate this.
Fucking hang them up.
Hang
String
them.
up.
Hang her. Hang Miss.
Okay, we already
That's what
did.
they call.
You heard the boy.
You heard the boy
you
bishop.
heard the
He said to
boy.
hang the miss. Does she have a name? They don't know it. It doesn't matter.
I got one last bit here. There is this Welsh Christmas tradition.
Oh, the Welsh.
Called Mary Lwyd. I don't know how it's pronounced.
What is it?
It's Mary Lwyd. I don't know
Mary
how to.
Lou Reed?
It's spelled Lwyd, so I'm not sure how you spell that. It's Welsh.
Lewd.
But it means, but it translates to Holy Mary.
Ludes.
It's a tradition that originated in South Wales, and what happens is you take a horse skeleton and you dress it up like the Virgin Mary on a pole, and you carry it around and you go door to door.
That fucking rules.
And then you go door to door, and when somebody opens the door, you challenge them to a roast battle, basically, because you would challenge the families would engage in a battle of like rhyming insults, and you pick a winner, and then everyone goes inside and gets drunk.
Like the Virgin Mary.
You just have a horse skeleton.
Yeah, you just have a horse. You dress a horse skeleton up, and you take it.
You
around
gotta
town.
kill it in June so it'll decay enough so that the bones are clean. Gotta make sure the
man.
bones are
When
clean.
I saw that, I pictured you at South by holding that pig skull.
Yeah. It's a fun thing to do if you have a skull.
to hold it.
You're probably not gonna have the entire body connected to it.
Yeah, I think most of the time you just get a skull and you put it on like a stick.
It was
That
hard
is-
enough for me to get that skull.
Yeah.
That is so
you have to go
funny.
to like one of the HEBs that sells pigs' heads, which is only half of them.
No, that's just yeah.
Yeah.
Just the one on 7th.
Holy shit! Christmas fucking rules,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a little bit of the dark history of Christmas.
I really enjoyed that. We should do more historical episodes. Especially if there's more like horse marries.
Yeah, there's some. I want to get more into like the pagan thing because it seems like they just like gave up enforcing any rules whatsoever.
Yeah. Like Christmas
Which I
was
can't
just like
imagine
a
happening
free for all.
I can't imagine it happening now on any regular basis. That's literally the purge. It's the purge, is what
Yeah.
they did. The purge every
That's
Christmas.
insane. I love it.
Avery, it's time for the criminal cop of the week.
What? Woo, woo, woo. Chung chung. What? Wait, what? I'm in jail.
This week on Criminal Cop of the Week, we've got the cops who played Russian Roulette last week, and one of them fucking killed themselves.
You mean the cop that fucking murdered that other
Yeah.
cop and then was like, it was Russian
It was
roulette.
Russian Roulette.
You doesn't Russian
Famous
roulette.
Russian Roulette where I shoot you.
Isn't Isn't that when you shoot yourself?
Yeah, you have to shoot yourself. That's the whole thing. Otherwise, like,
What
what are
a
you
fucking
talking?
lie! Oh, man, I killed her. Oh,
Yeah.
I killed her. Hey, it was just Russian roulette.
So wait, this cop shot another cop in the
A
head.
cop shot a male cop shot a female cop, murdered her, and then
said-
claimed that it was a botched game of Russian roulette.
Whoa.
Which, by the way, if someone gets shot, that's not a botched game of Russian roulette.
That's
a
how it
game
works.
Of Russian roulette.
Yeah, and also that's not how you play Russian roulette.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You point the gun at your own fucking head.
Right.
There's like 2 rules that game.
You disobeyed both of them.
Yeah, this guy murdered another woman and then just like lied about it, and she's dead.
Yeah.
Just
She's like,
dead.
"Fuck, oh man, I'm sorry. We were playing Russian roulette. She's like, her head got cut off.
Oh no. No, I ate her heart.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So Nathaniel Hendren and Patrick Riordan, fucking Irish.
Hard to charge.
Yeah, thanks for making us
It was
proud.
Russian roulette.
Thanks for making us proud.
Not me. I'm not Irish. Fuck that.
Yeah. Also, they were drunk while this happened. So they're
Really
the
play
criminal cops of the
Italian
week.
roulette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking straight up
That's
murderers.
where you just fucking kill somebody. Gabagool.
All right. So that's been an episode.
Wee 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 gong gong. I hope they're in jail soon.
I think they are now.
And the other one's dead, so that's like
Right.
the ultimate jail.
Yeah. The final jail.
Yeah.
The final jail. Oh shit.
Much respect.
You're
no.
in jail in hell, motherfucker.
Do we want to do any Christmas wishes?
Yeah, let's wrap up with some Christmas wishes.
All right, I have to think of one really fast.
Okay,
Just give me a
Jake, do you have
second.
a Christmas wish you'd like to leave us with?
I wish I was dead.
Oh, Jake.
To be dead.
Dear Santa. I don't know, man.
Dear Santa, I really wish my mom's new boyfriend would ask my mom to marry her. Also, I wish I was dead.
I wish for a safe thaw for the city of Chicago and all of the northern Midwest, all the Great Lakes states.
Safe thaw.
God damn. It was negative like 50
Yeah.
this week. That's unbelievable.
Hope a lot. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna change my wish. I hope that the people of the northern Midwest get some of that so-called global warming up their way. It sounds like they could use it.
Funny wish. I hope that all those
I
people.
thought this was global warming.
Topical.
Topical. Well-
Avery, do you have a Christmas wish?
Yeah, I got 2. I hope that nobody dies up there, which in the cold. And I wish that Lifetime would make Christmas movies all year round because I ran out. I just finished watching every.
Didn't the Hallmark make like 1,000 this year or something?
I don't watch Hallmark. Should I get into that?
Yeah, you should get into that.
Okay.
That's what Cody's movie's on.
Wish granted.
Yeah.
That was fast.
My friend from high school was in a Hallmark Christmas movie this year.
Whoa.
It's called A Wedding for Christmas.
Oh, no,
and it's
I've
the
seen-
second Hallmark Christmas
I've
movie
seen A
called
Wedding
A
for
Wedding
Christmas.
they've ever made.
I've seen A Wedding for Christmas.
The one that came out this year?
Yeah.
Oh, he was in
Yeah,
it.
then I guess I've seen
Yeah,
all
you
those
saw- I
movies.
guess you saw him then.
No, then I guess I've watched all of the Christmas movies. I need a new stash of Christmas movies. Maybe no, I changed that. I wish that they would make more Buddies movies. The Air Bud franchise.
Oh, okay. What if you could do both? Holiday buddies.
Like some more Santa Paws or something.
Santa Paw. Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's what I wish.
What if Santa is an old limping golden retriever?
No, Santa exists and Santa has a dog. There's Santa Claus and Santa Paws.
Oh,
Santa's dog is Dog Santa.
Okay, how about they change it and make Santa the dog?
but that's the lore.
But then a dog gets to live forever, and isn't that?
No, that's not how it
Okay.
works. You have to watch the movie.
All right. I'm saying what the movie should
All right,
be.
next
I
episode I'll
realize this
explain
isn't-
Santa
All right,
Paws.
okay. All right, we've got
Okay.
content for the next episode.
All right. I'll explain the Air Bud universe.
All right, yeah, I want to know. I want. I want a primer on the
Okay.
Air Bud.
We'll do it. I already did it on I Learned
Budverse.
Nothing for their Patreon episode. It was an hour and a half. I know a lot about dog movies. Anyways, that was a fun episode.
That was. Jake, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Where can people find you?
At Feral Jokes on all the social medias. Listen to Pod Damn America. That's my podcast. That's about it. I'm on tour. If you live in Phoenix for some dumb fucking reason, I'll be there in a couple weeks.
Not the best way to Hey, fuck you. Jake's the best, and you should go see him because he's one of the funniest we got.
Absolutely, yeah. He's on tour right now. Go check him out when he comes to your town.
Listen to my album. I'm about to record an album in a couple days. So
Yeah.
it'll
Oh,
be out
yeah, that'll be tight.
And also humors.
soon. Listen to my old one.
Yeah.
I know it's old, but it's the funniest album cover of all time. Even if you don't want to go see Jake in
just look at the album
Phoenix,
cover.
just
Google the album art
Google
for my
Jake
old album,
Flores humors, and you will
It's
just.
pretty funny.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
delight.
it's a good joke.
It's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun. Follow us on the Christmas Pod and email us at thechristmaspod@gmail. If you have any Christmas advice
Oh shit!
questions.
Somebody emailed us for this show. Hold
What?
on. Yeah, yeah.
We got one?
Should
we got
do
one.
A question?
Oh, yeah, real quick. Come on.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Holy shit, someone emailed us?
The
No one ever emails us, Jake. This is like the second one.
the subject is more of a comment. The email is, this season the Cleveland Browns almost made the playoffs, and it brightened Christmas for a lot of people. Millennial Browns fans have never had a good team. We are very loyal fans who always get crapped on. In tragic classic Browns fashion, they had a good season on accident. Their regular QB was injured, so they tried out their rookie quarterback, and he's really good. Who knew? Baker Mayfield was kind of a Christmas angel. The whole team works better together now. And that's the whole email.
That
Go Browns.
wasn't a question.
It was. They said
What?
more of a comment.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that your Christmas was bright because of football.
Yeah, you know what? Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Go
Not
Browns.
to be confused with the Bears.
If you want to send a question or more of a comment, email thechristmaspod@gmail.com.
Yep. Follow me at Avery Reed Moore on Twitter and Lil Miss Popovich on Instagram.
I am at Hrabik, Ahrabak, on both. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
We'll see you
ding,
next
ding,
week.
ding-a-ling, ding, ding, ding-a-ling.
Bye.
International.